Hello and welcome to Shoreline Music Monthly. My name is Mark Koshwitz. This is episode 101. If we're just coming down from our live episode 100 that we did this past month. If you haven't gotten to see it yet, please, it's on the VSC TV server right now. It will soon be on the Shoreline Music Monthly YouTube page. Check it out. We had a blast. I hope, for those who got to see it live, I hope you had as much fun as we did. We're now starting on our second 100, I guess you could say. And I just want to take a moment to mentioning the YouTube channel, that all our episodes, all the singles that we've released, and some other assorted oddities are all on the Shoreline Music Monthly YouTube channel, which you can find. Just drop in Shoreline Music Monthly and you will find us. There's 190 videos up there now, so it's all there. So I hope you take a moment to find it. In the meantime, working on our second 100, I'm very excited to have in the studio tonight with me a gentleman who's was here, then went to the other coast, and now he's back. So please welcome Bryan Titus to Shoreline Music Monthly.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you could get here. I mean, now we're in where the sun is set by the time we're even getting together. Yeah. So it's hit or miss now. I'm a solar powered kind of human, so this kind of area, this time of the year kind of hurts me.
So you need like one of those like black light things that you put on plants or something?
It might help, but I don't know. I haven't tried that.
My neighbor has a grow room for tomatoes.
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 Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Come on by.
So I alluded to the fact you are originally from here.
Yeah.
And now you're back here, but you spent some time away.
Yeah.
Why don't you walk us through like the musical evolution?
Sure.
I mean, what brought you to music? What got you to writing? I mean, because it's kind of two different things.
Yeah.
Some people do one, some do both.
I'm lucky to be from a pretty musical household. My dad was a classically trained violinist, and my mom sang at church a lot, So my dad started me with Suzuki violin when I was 4 years old. I had one of those little tiny, with the tape and everything. And I started singing in church at the choir when I was like 7 or so years old. But yeah, for writing, that definitely started right at 14. I had met another dude in high school who...
High school garage band?
Exactly. We started out in the basement, then we moved to a garage, and then we had a practice space over in a one of those self-storage lockers. It was back in the 90s when you could do stuff like that. And that was actually one of the coolest things, was you'd go in there on a Friday night, and it was like Lollapalooza, the local edition, and you could go from one locker to another locker. And,
that's badass.
Here there's a band called the Toxic Field Mice, that was like heavy metal, and my band was in there.
What style were you playing at that point?
Well, it was the 90s, so we were kind of like grunge,
Okay.
Like one of the biggest influences on me when my voice changed was, Eddie Vedder, the dude from the Chili Peppers and Stone Temple Pilots, and Lane Staley from Alice in Chains. Like, those are the guys that I looked up to when I was in high school,
And that was Connecticut?
That was here in Connecticut,
okay.
Yeah. But that's kind of what got me thinking about the West Coast first. Was like, that's happening in Seattle. How I ended up in Southern California is another story. But but yeah, I mean, I grew up here. I was going to school in Cromwell, and when you get a chance to go away to college, I went to Berkeley, and then it was either New York, Nashville, or Los Angeles. That was like what the three main flight paths were. And I had a bunch of friends that had graduated before me that were out in LA and saying, "Come on out here," So I went out there, and yeah, it was an interesting like decade. I spent 5 years in Los Angeles and 5 years in Santa Barbara, California.
Took a chance on my own Mayflower, paid in advance to your daddy's dowry, and drank from the poison chalice. You broke my heart like the Grand Canyon, split me open with a reckless abandon, and drank deep the flood of all my malice. All that I'd been thinking about was all the things that I could do without, and I don't really know what I can do with what's left of my love. You made me wonder and wax Socratic, trapped in cavernous thoughts I panic and dust the cobwebs from my attic. I bought a padlock and shut it tight, sneak a peek on a moonless midnight and hold. I just hold my head and cry. All that I'd been thinking about was all the things that I'd been missing out on, and I don't really know what I can do with what's left of my love. So, oh, take a stab at starting over. Our hopes pinned upon a four-leaf clover. I hear now the rumor is she's waiting at the dock. You better buy your ticket, get off of this rock. Took a chance on my own Mayflower. Take your chance on your own Mayflower. Took a chance on my own Mayflower. Take your chance on your own Mayflower. All right.
Did you put together an outfit out there, playing music there too? And
Yeah, so my first album came out when I was in Los Angeles, and it was actually with a guy from Connecticut who I met at Berkeley. You know, like I didn't know him at all when I lived in Connecticut, but we were roommates in Berkeley, John Weed. And he and Kevin and Jeremy was a guy from Pennsylvania that I knew from Berkeley. We kind of started a band out there to record and play out the songs that I was writing at that time, which I'll definitely play one of those songs, those earlier songs for you tonight.
Cool.
But yeah, all Berkeley guys. That's why it sounds good. Except for there's one ringer in there. Actually, Jerry wasn't. So Jerry Matei played keys, and he's actually not from Berkeley, but bassist, drummer, songwriter, and lead guitarist were all Berkeley guys. Then Jerry Matei, I think he went to school somewhere in like Wisconsin, but he was playing piano for Mel Torme, So really incredible pianist. And then we were able to get Skip Edwards to play some pedal steel, and Skip was the guy that was playing for Dwight Yoakam.
Wow.
So
killers.
Yeah, really, the first record. A level of talent on the record, so good. The level of songwriting, it was my first record, you know. So it's pretty good, but not as good.
Pretty good.
I think I've gotten better over the years.
So songs from the trail.
Yeah, songs from the trail.
You guys they're all through hikers,
Yeah.
right?
Well, Mark, I mean, he never did
Here
a
we got the
full through
qualifiers.
hike, but I mean, he would hike like 1,000 miles at a time, which is close enough, bro.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
And he's actually out of the three of us. Mark, so it's me, Sean Taylor, and Mark Apostolidis. And Mark realized that as a professional musician early on in his life that he could work really hard for like 7-8 months, and then take 4 months off and go hike.
Wow.
So that's what he had done like for the later part of the 90s. And so, yeah, he would hike like from Springer to Harper's Ferry. So like that southern 1,000 miles of the Appalachian Trail, then go back home and play, bunch of bars and stuff and make money. And then
So he could do it again.
in the spring he'd go, and then he'd start in Harper's Ferry and go up to Katahdin. And he did the Pacific Crest Trail that way. He did parts of the Colorado Trail. Like he's done some pretty amazing stuff. But yeah, so all three of us have this experience of finding like healing, finding our creative voice, be able to speak again, finding out like who we are, finding more confidence through these long distance journeys through the mountains and the woods. And those trips have given us, plenty of songs. Like I have an EP called The Road, which is 5 songs that I wrote directly after finishing the Appalachian Trail. Sean, and I still think about that. Same with Sean and Mark. We all have these songs, and so we just said, well, why don't we sing them all together?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It started out as just like a songwriter show, and it's kind of turned into a band.
Oh, good.
So we're playing on each other's songs. I got my viola out.
Oh boy.
For the first time in a long time, and that's so hard, but it sounds cool in this setting.
Yeah, I actually love that. All right, so you have an album coming out, though,
I
soon.
do, yeah. So the postmodern barn dance record. Finally, so I recorded this in California. I guess it was the beginning of last year. So in 2 week-long sessions in California, in San Ynez, California, which is just over the hill from Santa Barbara. And it's essentially a live record with the band that I started out in Santa Barbara, which is Dustin Jansen on cajon and vocals, and Jeff Kranzler on upright bass and vocals, and then me. And then one of my dreams was to get my friend Jesse Olima to play fiddle on it, and he was able to make it
Nice.
and do the session with us. So it's a live record with then some sweetening, like no auto-tune, because you can't do that when you've got all these live mics in the room.
Sure.
So it's everything that you hear is what it is. It's very organic, but I was able to like layer vocal harmonies, have Jesse come in and play fiddle on a separate day. I was able to add a couple of guitar solos here and there, and it's just it's the first record that I feel really captures what it's like to see that band live.
Nice.
Which is the most joyful thing for me,
And when are we going to see that?
That's a good question. I'm going to say next year.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when.
We're almost at next year now.
Yeah, I put 2 singles out already. Probably, I keep saying things and then it doesn't happen. So I'm like,
We'll stick with next year.
We'll say next year, hopefully in the spring.
All right.
That's my deep hope. Yeah. But I'm going to be pressing some vinyl. So.
If folks want to find you, they know they can go to the Weekend Guide
Yep.
if you're playing in our little area. But if you go a little farther afield on occasion, and if these folks wanted to find out where you're at or status updates on the album coming out.
Yeah, so the websites and social media is pretty much where I'm at right now. So I have a very basic website which I'm building right now. So it just really is a picture of me with a mailing list sign up and a calendar of what the gigs are, and that's just www.bryan, Bryan, Titus, Titus.com.
All right.
And then my socials, my handle is @BryanTitusMusic.
Very cool.
Well, I woke up late this morning and I fell right out of bed. I stumbled to the kitchen, ain't no coffee to be had. So I opened up the icebox, ain't nothing but an old ham bone. Well, she swore she'd always leave me, well, maybe this time she'll stay gone. I guess that's one way to see it. On the bright side of the blues, yeah. All right. When I pulled up to the job site, man, I tried to punch my card. But the boss man hollered at me, you ain't welcome on this yard. So I got back in my pickup for to spin some dust his way. It seems like I'll be doing whatever I wanna do today. I guess that's one way to see it. On the bright side of the blues. Oh yeah. I could cry a sea of tears, or drink me a river of rye. Blame the big bad world for my misery. But now I'm tired of tearing up. I drink rye whiskey, fill me up. Lost it all, but one thing I won't lose: the bright side of the blues. Yeah. See you later. All right. Now when I got back to my cabin, well, much to my dismay, well, a big wind came when I was out and it blew my roof away. So I climbed up in my bed for to rest my weary head, and I looked up to them stars above, and this is what I said: I guess that's one way to see it. On the bright side of the blues. Yeah, I guess that's one way to see it. On the bright side of the blues. Yeah, on the bright side of the blues. On the bright side of the blues. On the bright side of the blues. Oh yeah. Woo-woo.
All right, I am back, and I'm still here with Bryan Titus, and he has foolishly agreed to play From the Hip with me. That silly little game where we just kind of hit on all kinds of random topics, whatever occurs to me, really.
Cool. I'm game.
How many states have you lived in?
Oh, God. Okay. Just 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know Connecticut and California.
Yeah. I went to school went to school in Boston,
There you
but
go.
I have lived in Kyoto, Japan,
Oh,
and I've also lived in Cambridge, England.
okay. Not technically not states,
Not
right?
states, but yeah.
Oh, very cool. What's one thing that you lost as a child that you still think about?
My innocence. Oh man. So this is kind of a random story that I'll tell you quickly. You know those like little tag sales that churches have? Mm-hmm. I bought all this like costume jewelry, and I pried out all the little gems, and I put them in a little toy treasure chest, and I buried it in the backyard somewhere.
And you don't know where.
I don't know where, but I'd like to think about somebody
Finding it
digging
one
it
day.
up someday and being like, hell yeah!
Oh.
Damn, it's just glass.
That is awesome.
Sorry, whoever that is.
What was the first national artist concert that you attended?
Ironically enough, Kenny Loggins.
Okay.
Yeah, who is a Santa Barbara guy.
Okay.
So,
And you saw him in Santa Barbara?
no, I saw him in the Hartford Civic Center when I was 9 years old.
Oh,
So my brother had an extra ticket, and my brother was 8 years older than me and really cool. So he was 17, and he took his
Take the youngin'.
9-year-old brother to see Kenny Loggins.
Okay.
Highway to the Danger Zone, baby.
What's your stance on cannoli as a food item?
I'm so sorry. I don't really like them.
Oh, good.
I grew up in Cromwell.
You're on my team then.
And in Middletown, and they're everywhere. But they're not my favorite. You know, there's like so
Same.
many other things that I would like to eat
Same.
for dessert than that.
Okay. Sorry. No, you're one of the rare guests that agree with me. What's your favorite gig you ever played?
Oh God. there's been so many gigs that I've gotten to play that I'm so grateful for. And probably one of the weirdest, most wonderful gigs that I played was at the Live Oak Festival in California. And we played at 8 o'clock in the morning in
a Woodstock situation.
In an outdoor place where they were serving breakfast. And there was a guy that played before us at 7:30 in the morning. And, there were a couple people getting coffee listening to this dude, but we got on. And one of the things that this festival does is it has a radio station. And so we started playing, and we started playing to 5 to 7 people. We ended our 30-minute set playing to 300 people.
Wow.
Because people were hearing it on the radio and were like, what is that?
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's cool.
So that was one of the neatest and weirdest and most wonderful experiences I've had as a musician.
Very cool. What brought you joy this week?
This week, it's been a tough week, man. The holidays are hard this year. And in general, I will say I got to go snowboarding for the first time this year on Friday, and that was the thing. All
right, and you're still walking.
Yeah, no, I'm good at it.
Oh, okay.
I look forward to it, and that was nice, and I got to do it with my brother-in-law, which was even nicer.
Very nice. Who would you say is either your favorite or most influential songwriter that you don't know personally?
These days, more and more. Oh, it's so hard because there's so many good ones.
Yes,
but
true.
I'm going to go with John Prine.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. They're actually showing a Madison Cinemas.
I got to see it at NERFA.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they did a private
cool.
screening for the conference.
Very nice.
If you can, go see it, please
yeah, it's,
do.
Well, I can't tell these people this won't air until after it already airs, but yeah, this Sunday at Madison Cinemas.
Okay.
Very cool. All right, well, thank you so much
My
for
pleasure.
playing From the Hip
Good
with me.
questions.
All right.
All of your life, so where have you been? You've been hiding in shadows. Won't you shine again? With your mouth full of storm clouds and your eyes full of rain, all you hear is the thunder, all you feel is the wind. All of the beauty in you has always been clear to me, and all of the beauty in you has always been so hard for you to see. I hope it ain't too late, not too much left unsaid, and I hope you can still hear me through the noise in your head. 'Cause all of the beauty in you has always been clear to me, and all of the beauty in you has always been so hard for you to see. Someday, if you're ready, if you're feeling all right, if you come around my way again, won't you call me sometime? 'Cause all of the beauty in you has always been clear to me, and all of the beauty in you always, so all of the beauty in you has always been clear to me, and all of the beauty in you has always been so hard.
Well, thank you once again for watching Shoreline Music Monthly. We'll be back next month with yet another talented Connecticut songwriter to drop into the middle of your living room. Until then, please remember, these folks are out there playing. Go out and see one. You'll be glad to. It's holiday time right now. I get it. Things are busy, but always time for music. We'll see you next month.